Pacers fans, get loud. It's game time. Let's meet the starting five for your Indiana Pacers. At forward, 6'5", number 00, Benedict Mathurin. At guard, 6'4", number 2, Andrew Nembhard. In the middle, 6'11", number 33, Miles Turner. At the other forward, 6'8", number 43, Pascal Siakam. At guard, 6'5", 0, Tyrese Haliburton.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. With Doris Bird, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our special guest at the broadcast table for this one, the celebrated Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, thanks so much for joining us tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Kevin, thanks so much. Always fun to hang out with you.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at the Nets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And checking out the Magic, they're happy with this latest stretch of games. This is the time of year for optimism. At this point, anything is possible.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Black is out there with subs. And it's Carter in at the 5, down low. And for the Pacers, Haliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Mathurin in at the 3, the small forward. A baseline J. It's good. Shams, the Magic last year with their highest win total in over a decade. They were fun to watch. Had some money to spend over the summer as well.
The Magic knew they were in a good spot heading into free agency with all that cap space, and they wanted to build around the young core that landed them the 5th seed, and players actually now want to come play with Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner under Jamal Mosley. They tried to find players that complement what they already had in place.
Players like Mosley, I mean, that future seems very bright to me.
Players want to come play in Orlando. I've had multiple players, star players, say that's a team that's building the right way.
It's not going to go for him. Excellent defense there from Haliburton. Mathurin passes to Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Now, this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that defense.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. It's going to send Miles Turner to the line. It's on Franz Wagner. Indiana shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
At the line, for Indiana, Miles Turner. One shot.
Well, Miles Turner has a lot of value in today's NBA. This guy's got length, athleticism, excellent shot blocker. He can space the floor with the ability to make those jumpers.
There's the lob to Banchero.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Back to Haliburton. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
6 to shoot. Halliburton kicks to Turner. Indiana again missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And the league continuing, Shams, to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try. If you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two, let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. Halliburton with the bucket.
That's about Tyrese Halliburton. This guy's going to keep you guessing. You want me to pull up and make that shot? No problem.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. The Magic trail by 4. Here's Wagner. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And it's Mathurin missing.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Carter. Puts the move on.
Boy, the defense pretty anxious on that pump fake by Carter Jr. Nicely done.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting for Orlando.
No good on the free throw.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Halliburton on the wing. Got a piece of it. Acton Emhart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
A pretty pass from Tyrese Halliburton. You want this guy running the show.
Suggs passes to Banchero. Spins. Siakam with it. Picked up by Banchero. Mathurin against Wagner. And now the fast break. Banchero with the ball. Carter finds Banchero. Carter with the screen. To the paint. And it's sent back by Turner.
I tell you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason, but I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Outside Turner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Right, this is the size of Miles Turner because he's so skilled at using it to pick up these fouls.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. He hits both from the stripe. The Magic trail by 6. Inside. It's stolen by Mathurin. Here's Halliburton. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Suggs. And here's Carter. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Wendell Carter Jr. going to the cup. Look out, folks. Here he comes.
Halliburton for 3. Carter pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Banchero against Siakam. No good from the wing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
To the inside. Back to Mathurin. Launches it. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Hey, Sean, for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA, it's been LeBron's league, it's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they've just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this crop.
And we cannot wait. Pacers leading by 4. Isaac with the steal. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, we know Wagner's going to find a way to get his points. It doesn't matter if he's in the half court or in that instance in transition.
For Indiana, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Tries the spin move. McConnell scanning the floor. Turner with the screen for Siakam. Just 5 on the clock. And Turner throws it down.
Well, the beauty of Pascal Siakam's game, he's still growing, and the guy is so unselfish.
Harris outside. Here's Houston. Hasn't made one yet. 2 points. That one goes. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. There's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason, and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pull on the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship, competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to bring you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. It can really go. The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%. Right around the middle of the road.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Isaiah Jackson. He's checked in for Miles Turner. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Benedict Mathurin. Halliburton subbed in for Andrew Nembhard.
Houston.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Halliburton against Caldwell Pope. And it's Halliburton missing.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Shoots it. And it's Banchero missing.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Here's Toppin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
This guy is so good when he's attacking on the interior and looking to draw contact, opening top and getting to his game.
Orlando making some changes. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Banchero. And Harris subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
For the Pacers, they come in off a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Halliburton against Harris. Now, here is Halliburton. He has 5. Jackson, a screen on Harris. Halliburton for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Halliburton's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Pacers. And so it's Miles Turner making things happen for the Pacers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more in store for you right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Isaiah Jackson out there with Toppin. Then there's Aaron Nesmith. Then it's Halliburton. And it's McConnell in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap's numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement. And that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. Over Nesmith. And it's Banchero missing. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And here is Nesmith. Nothing on the board. Such a wide open look. And the Pacers lead by 5.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Banchero, a screen on McConnell. Anthony finds Banchero. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Nice work by Banchero, making himself available for the alley-oop pass. He's developing great court awareness.
McConnell passes to Jackson. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Halliburton. Nice defense from Wagner.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
The tray. Houston's shot is off.
Well, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Halliburton, no good.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Here's Houston. Fires away from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some.
For 3.
Houston's got it all tied up now for the Magic. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wagner. And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive paydays. Every single year we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing.
Coaching front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
And Banchero, here we go. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast-break teams from a season ago. The Pacers fourth.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Isaiah Jackson. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. There's the pick. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Drills the three-pointer.
3 points.
Banchero's got the lead up to 3 now for the Magic. Halliburton for 3. They get it back. And Turner throws it down.
There's a level of commitment that Miles Turner is showing on the glass right now. Goes hard to get rebounds and get an opportunity for the putback.
Banchero outside. Takes it inside and finished off by Banchero.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Toppin with it. Wide open. Bucket is good.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Toppin against Banchero. Beyond the arc. The Pacers pull it in. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, I mean, they battled, but at some point the game got completely away from them, and they just could not get back on track.
We know they're capable of a much better game than they played. They know it, we know it. Let's see if it affects their confidence.
Here's Houston. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. So Shams, when the league brought in that 65 game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by. And that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA teams and different accolades.
At the line.
Yes, well said. He's off on the first. Siakam is checked in for Indiana. And the second free throw, good. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And Indiana making a change here. Mathurin's checked in. For Orlando, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Here's Suggs. Another miss by Orlando.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And it's Halliburton missing.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Mathurin against Wagner. For 3, Siakam. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Well, that's 6'11", sending it back, Jonathan Isaac. Woohoo!
And that one's good, Wagner.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Halliburton, he gets that one. Halliburton's got 10 points.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Suggs finds Isaac. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. And then Carter with the jam.
Oh, my goodness. Rock the rim, Wendell Carter Jr. We see you.
Halliburton up top. 24-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
Isaac with a screen for Wagner. Off target with his three. Pacers trail by 3. Here's Siakam. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Siakam's got his second basket of the night.
Now this guy continues to build his offensive skill set. Pascal Siakam with the mid-range jumper.
The Pacers have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Here's Nembhard. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Tries again, and Siakam with the layup. Siakam's got 4 points this quarter.
This is a real strength of Siakam's game, the ability to extend possessions and get second chance points on the board.
Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Magic.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Halliburton. And a switcher also for Orlando. Bitadze's checked in. McConnell passes to Mathurin. Outside Turner. Mathurin against Wagner. Turner with a screen for Mathurin. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
1:32 left in the first half.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Shams, I am so sorry our time has run out. It has been great having you here with us. We appreciate your time so much, and I hope we do it again soon.
Thanks, Kevin. Anytime. You know, when I'm not on my phone, I'm here to talk to you and talk hoops with you anytime of the day.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much again. Hey, DB, wasn't that terrific talking to Shams? He is as plugged into everything around the NBA as anyone you could hope to meet.
A guy who's really in the know, and as somebody who prides themselves on doing research, boy, you have got to respect the legwork and the dedication he brings to the table.
And that one is good from Suggs. Suggs has got his first points in this one.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
McConnell passes to Turner. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys. Suggs finds Wagner. Here's Black. Back to Wagner. Unloads. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Boy, the evolution.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can...
The play will be reviewed under NBA rules.
Personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
McConnell against Suggs. Hits the three-point bomb. Suggs has got 5 points so far. Here's Siakam. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists tonight.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Magic up by 2. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum line. They're thinking about the shot.
Hi, folks. It's shaping up to be a good second half as we've seen the Orlando Magic trying to take control of this game.
Getting points from that second unit was clutch. Depth protects you against injury, but it can also win a game for you.
Yeah, most.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here at Orlando.
And that is our...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
His power is unbelievable. He's an intimidating force when he's at his best.
So on the floor for Orlando.
3.
In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Isaac out there with Paolo Banchero, and it's Wagner in at the 5 spot. Indiana moving it around. Siakam for 3. Great defense that time from Banchero. Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, when he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Franz Wagner comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And Black's subbed in for Caldwell Pope.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Now Nembhard to the middle. Here's Turner. Nails the baby hook. 17 points for Miles Turner.
The big man just plays within his strengths. Miles Turner doing work right now on the offensive end.
It's stolen by Mathurin. Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Mathurin for 3. Poked loose.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Mathurin for 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
And it's in there. Suggs has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Halliburton finds Mathurin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Franz Wagner. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Here's Mathurin. 6 points for him. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
A nice shot by Black.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. Fourth, the Magic.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Siakam outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Banchero up top, covered by Siakam. Black kicks to Banchero. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
A big-time scorer, Banchero with a deep bag. That's a great pump fake to get the defender in the air.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? A few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instant.
Wagner passes to Banchero. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Took him no time at all on that one. Now just a 2-point Magic lead.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Turner with the steal. Oh, and here comes Mathurin all alone. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Paolo Banchero. And Orlando making a change here. Houston's checked in. On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a 2-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Down low, here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Nesmith, he's checked in for the Pacers. The Magic trail by 3. Anthony looking it over. Wagner with a screen for Harris. Offensive rebound. And it's Wagner missing. The Pacers have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Outside Turner. Here's Nembhard. And the 3 off target. Orlando, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter.
I had a chance to look at the numbers for Anthony, how he performed last season. Averaged about 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with this defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Pass to Nesmith. And Nembhard has it in the corner. And he's good on the 3 ball. Nembhard's got his second bucket of the night.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Pacers leading by 4. Turner with it. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Here's Nembhard, guarded by Harris. Here's Turner.
Well, credit Mo Wagner for making that a tough shot. At 7 feet, with that mobility, he should be able to guard.
Anthony kicks to Harris. Pass to Wagner. Now here's Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Wagner passes to Isaac. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Obi Toppin's checked in for Indiana. T.J. McConnell comes in for Halliburton.
Obi Toppin. T.J. McConnell.
Siakam against Wagner. Right block shot. And it's sent back by Isaac. Here's Anthony. Out to Harris. Isaac with a screen for Harris. Wagner outside. The Magic again can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The Magic trail by 4. Here's Anthony. Goes back up. And that one's good. Wagner.
Yeah, just an opportunity to get a second chance by Mo Wagner. You know he's going to be aggressive.
Now, here's Siakam. He's got 15. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Wagner's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Anthony, the pass to Isaac. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Look for Siakam. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Siakam's got 17. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Pacers?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
But they've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And up the court come the Magic on the break. Wagner outside. For the lead. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wagner's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you put the shooting touch on full display. Mo Wagner's range makes him the perfect big in today's NBA.
Siakam with it. Defended now by Wagner. That one goes in. And that's now 6 points for Aaron Nesmith. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And there's the drive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
One thing you know about Mo Wagner, he will attack when he's on the interior.
The Magic have gone 6 of 9 at the line. The Pacers making a change here. Shepard's checked in. And a change for the Magic. Houston's checked in. Pass to Siakam. 36 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Now Toppin. A 3. Traps in the tray. 10 points for him.
The very definition of a stretch 4. Toppin is a knockdown shooter, so vital for the spacing to his basketball team.
Anthony dishes to Harris. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Here's McConnell. Nice open look, but it's no good. He got it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And the game still closely contested as we end the 3rd quarter. Pacers lead by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Paolo Banchero. What's the news there, David?
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Magic. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. The next few games will be without him on the court. Of course, other players are going to have to step up to fill that role. That's all we've got, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control of it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
We've got T.J. McConnell. Neesmith is out there with Toppin. Then it's Isaiah Jackson. And it's Halliburton into the shooting guard position. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Houston's shot is off.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Let's prove it time. Fourth quarter. Don't get it done now. No more chances.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Caldwell Pope. It's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists tonight.
And good touch there on the floater. A shot KCP is adding to his arsenal.
Halliburton on the wing. Back to McConnell. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. And the Pacers lead by 5. And Anthony's got the ball here for Orlando. Caldwell Pope pass to Houston. Jacks up a 3. Hands it from downtown.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Pacers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Halliburton outside. Pass to Jackson. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. At that time, working inside.
Halliburton for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Houston. It's up a 3. Intercepted. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Jackson.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
To the middle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
First team foul. 2 shots.
That's good for McConnell. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Aaron Neesmith. And both free throws good for McConnell. Well, certainly with one of the more unique shots in the NBA, Halliburton gets it done.
You know, Kevin, credit to Halliburton and the organizations he's played for, because a lot of them would have changed or tried to rebuild their shot. Halliburton and his organizations knew the shot worked, and he stuck with it. And now he's one of the best shooters at his position.
Aaron Neesmith has checked in for T.J. McConnell. Nembhard the pass to Toppin. And it's Suggs with the rebound. The Magic trail by 5. Pass to Black. Back to Suggs. To the inside. Carter. Black the pass to Howard. 5 on the clock. From deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Jackson misses.
Is starting to add up.
Magic moving the ball around. Carter sets the pick for Suggs. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Toppin, good. The Magic trail by 4. Picked his pocket. Nesmith with the ball. Defended now by Wagner. Nesmith, the pass to Halliburton. Jackson with it to the left side wing. Pass to Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson a screen on Suggs. Halliburton for 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Some changes for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Isaiah Jackson. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for Nesmith. That's tipped. Pass to Howard. Fires from deep. Another miss by Orlando. Pacers leading by 4. To the paint. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Well, the athletic ability of Pascal Siakam with a little sauce there.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Suggs in the corner. For the 3. Carter finds Suggs. Carter sets the pick for Suggs. Once again off the mark, Orlando. For Indiana, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots.
This guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Everyone, make some noise.
The Magic trail by 8. Suggs dishes to Carter. Here's Houston. Pass to Carter. Turner with the steal. Nembhard with it. Over to the wing. Mathurin for 3. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Isaac a screen on Halliburton. Houston. They swipe it. Here's Nembhard. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Oh, good job executing inside. Wagner in total control down there.
Indiana leading by 8. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Halliburton is doubled. Pass to Turner. It's Nembhard on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. For 3, Siakam. Here's Houston. 3-pointer. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Isaac kicks to Wagner. Isaac with a screen for Wagner. And that one is good.
Don't you love that a young player like Franz Wagner is so willing to deliver in the clutch?
Wagner, no good on the free throw. Indiana leading. No good again that time. Orlando's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. And Suggs throws it down.
Jalen Suggs, a big-time bucket. This guy is fearless.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They've led by as much as 10. Siakam passes to Halliburton. Fires to the hoop. Siakam's shot is off.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
And stolen by Siakam. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's his third. Foul of the game.
Magic substitution. Paolo Banchero. Black.
Indiana's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And finished off by Siakam.
We call that patience. Veteran play. That's a big-time delivery by Pascal Siakam. Pressure. What pressure?
Here's Black. Nembhard covering. Here's Suggs. Money!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Halliburton for 3. Nails the tray.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Black, no good. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
Mathurin. And he makes good on the way. And the Pacers lead by 6.
And this is a test for Mathurin. And he passes with flying colors, showing he can deal with having the whole team riding his shoulders.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
The Magic making a switch here. Houston's checked in. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Siakam can't hit from in close. And it's Orlando's ball. They trail by 3. Here's Houston. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Nembhard the pass to Halliburton. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
2 shots.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Pass to Wagner. Driving the lane. Yes!
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Here we go. They've got Franz Wagner. Carter out there with Mo Wagner. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Houston in at the 2. Halliburton, no good.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game. What? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Well, Suggs has handles, folks. He can outsmart defenders with that dribble.
Here's Nembhard. Pass to Halliburton. Wagner against Mathurin. Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Shoots it up. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Guys, when you're talking about young players, the first thing I want to know is, do they have passion and enthusiasm for the game? Franz Wagner, he's got every bit of that.
Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And now, 24 points for Tyrese Halliburton. Here's Suggs. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Despite his young age, we know Jalen Suggs has proven to be a tremendous leader. His teammates love playing with this guy.
Both free throws good from Suggs.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Now, Nembhard. Carter pulls it in. Magic leading by 3. A little over a minute and a half gone now here in overtime. Can he keep it going? And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Halliburton, no good.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Wagner wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Siakam, right side. Shoots over Wagner. Siakam misses. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 on their shots here in overtime. Carter with the screen. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And wow, Mathurin, the youngster, making his presence known.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. We're in OT here with just over 2.5 minutes gone by. Carter with the screen. Suggs passes to Wagner. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Franz Wagner seizes the moment, fearless in the face of pressure, big-time shot.
Bounce pass, Halliburton. Here's Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Siakam's got 23 points.
As Siakam relishes the opportunity to deliver. That's a big-time basket.
Yeah, easy call.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
It's stolen by Carter. Ball's knocked loose. Halliburton drives in.
Well, this is about the 7'5" wingspan and the defensive instincts of Wendell Carter Jr. Send it back, young sir.
And Orlando has possession. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Back to Suggs. Pass to Houston. At 6. Drains the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's not taking any chance. It wants to huddle him up right away.
Get hyped again, fans, for the Pacers.
Siakam for 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Siakam, 3rd personal foul, 4th team foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Taking 2 shots.
Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
And the Pacers call time here. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first overtime. What's your take, guys?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
Indiana again missing.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Pulls up. It falls. And so it's Orlando winning this one.
The end of the
They had
game.
to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came out in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now we present the player of the game, Franz Wagner.
bag, brother. What she spit was like you're ready. Help your mans out, brother. He look broken in a bunch of words to him riding with a in a pit.
Boy, you better watch the way you talking to me. Hello? Come through with that fee, cause I ain't working for free. Hello? I got a bunch of bad, they all with me. I got love for put my neck on freeze. Who that said they with me right now? Who that said they my being honest? Ain't nobody my I promise. Got a lot of options, but my is the hottest. Ha.
My Lord is great.
She took a flight for the paddock and panic. I be her like mechanic. One she gon' keep coming back in. She be throwing that quarterback in. I cannot come through the front with no back end. Who's a dummy, now she double back in. Please do not give me your heart, please don't give me your heart, I'ma crack it. Baby, I'm not one of those. I can't be trusting these. I put my trust in the dough. Feel like Uzi, I rock and roll. She said she love me, I already know. Said she love me, girl, I gotta go. I'm on my muddies, I'm back on the I'm on my muddies, I'm back on the road. Wait, I feel like Cash and Chow. It's too slizzy when I get around. She when I'm said she never been a. She not alone, yeah, she came with a buddy. My back cause I know it get ugly and I'm getting. I feel like a mummy. Empty heart, you should fill it with money. Comedian guy, you keep thinking you funny. I'ma laugh when you turn to it. Don't be capping like you really love me. Don't be acting like you really wait. She took a flight for the paddock and panic. I be her like mechanic. One she gon' keep coming back in. She be throwing that quarterback in. I cannot come through the front with no back in. Who's a dummy, now she double back in. Please do not give me your heart, please don't give me your heart, I'ma crack it. Please do not give me your heart, please don't give me your heart, I'ma crack it. Please do not give me your heart, please don't give me your heart, I'ma crack it. Please don't give me your heart, give me your heart, I'ma crack it. Give me your heart, give me your heart, For the paddock and panic. I be her like mechanic. One she gon' keep coming back in. She be throwing that quarterback in. I cannot come through the front with no back in. She's a dummy, now she double back in. Please do not give me your heart, please don't give me your heart, I'ma crack it.
Tell me, is you still love? It's 5 a.m. and I'm right now. Tell me, can we still? 101, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? Telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a. I know. I lied to you way before I had you right in some room. Then again, I can be. Baby, I don't wanna sound righteous. I got 20 like bisons. I just any minute money I pick. She ain't even really my type in out here. She been losing herself to the night shift. She been losing herself and I guess. Oh girl, yeah, I get it. Yeah, and you've been fighting for your shot. You've been searching for your spot. Girl, I fit it. Yeah, girl, I fit it. Yeah. Oh, you think you got your groove? Or you want someone like you? Tell me, is you still love? It's 5 a.m. and I'm right now. Tell me, can we still? 101, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? Telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a. I know. I lied to way before I had you right in someone.
Like some money tonight.
And again, I can be. Yeah. I know, mommy, I know. It's 2 a.m. no stress. At 3 that kick in. At 30 you feel your best. I turn my whole spot to crucial. It's crucial the way I left. Upstairs is like a lure be the best. I'm looking at her when her son is turning to you. Now you start. My mind is it you, is it her? We bop to the burbs. F29 is my address in case you ain't heard. It's flooding upstairs, it's a leak. I don't make it squeak, I make it beat. Bon appetit when I feed. Slipping and slide through the streets. It takes a finesse, especially in this cabaret Jeep. Engine make it hard to creep. Just leave the gate open. Through the side door, I'm a creep. Are you about it to rail? And all the kids downstairs asleep. And are you obsessed by yourself? A minute from there. Baby, do tell. Tell me if you still love. It's 5 a.m. and I'm right now. Tell me, can we still? 101, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? Telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a. I know. I lied to way before I had you right in someone. But then again, I can be. I'm getting this cash, it's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the when they jump like a bunny. Got it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep it. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep it. But it got a TD hat, and it went like a BB hat. You won't see me hat, push it like CD hat. When it won't be me hat, when I'm creeping hat. Nigga, see me hat, is you saying I'm hat? I've paid my dues. All I want is to win. Make nobody see me finish. Out there with my day one. Diving into different locations. Don't worry about my occupation. Cause boys saying I need no application. I just want to party. So please don't kill my vibe. Please don't kill my vibe. I just want to party. my vibe. As long as you're living, you must go through many things. There's nothing impossible. If you believe, surely you should work hard for you. Always stick to the plan. Never stop fighting until you reach your destined place. Try to be yourself always. To be frank, I've paid my dues. All I want is to win, win. Make nobody see me finish. Out here with my day one. Diving into different locations. Don't worry about my occupation. But bossing, I need no application. I just want to party. So please don't kill my vibe. Please don't kill my vibe. I just want to party. So please don't kill my vibe. Please don't kill my vibe. I just want to party. Go party. Go party. Go party. Go party. Go party. Go party. I just want to party. Go party. Go party. Go party. Go party. Go party. Go party. Now we didn't mix and master.
But what up? Welcome to the live Big Fella Talk Show. Oh yeah, and I'm Big Fella. Hold up, you know I got a little fella with me, cameraman, man, and ugly fella. And you know, oh yeah, we live now. But what up? You know I walk in working my shoulder. 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 I balance. Up, I balance. Up, I balance. Up, I balance. They talking about push through. Push who? Lil James in this thing, man. They talking about push through. Push who? Lil James in this thing, man. You know I walk in working my shoulder. 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 Yeah, he be like ball head, ball head, ball head, ball head. You know I walk in working my shoulder. 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 Yeah, that cameraman get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. The cameraman get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Now do that, man. Do that, man. Do that, man. Game, do that, man. Man, do that, man. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Check out my shoulder work, I'm doing it till my shoulder hurt. Check out her shoulder work, she doing it till her shoulder hurt. Check out my shoulder work, I'm doing it till my shoulder hurt. You know I walk in, working my shoulder. Yeah, now do this, man. Do that, man. Do that, man. Do that, man. Now do that, man. Do that, man. Do that, man. Game, do that. You know I walk in, working my shoulder. 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 I balance. Up, I balance. Up, I balance. Up, I balance. Yeah. Hold up. Check out my shoulder work, I'm doing it till my shoulder hurt. Check out his shoulder work, he doing it till his shoulder hurt. Check out her shoulder work, she doing it till her shoulder hurt. You know I walk in, working my shoulder. Yeah, yeah. Go live for a 2 for 5. Go live for a 2 for 5. Yeah, you'll be up 4. You'll be up 4. 4. Yeah.
I bet me in ya, acha, no more, keep up, can't stop, ooh, singer, me. Some move, some rock, some move, you quick, keep up, girl. We got make a dance couple times, girl, I take my picture. I bet me in ya, Jif. See a hot girl, me a call her hello. If you see bigger the dance and the place get mellow, hear me I tell you. So me do my thing, chain do my bling. Skip me enemy, then me a listen world thing. Camera, action, flame. When we outside, lock down your building. Bet me in ya. Jiff.
Drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get chipped like ice. The prices went up, the checks come down from talking that spot. talk to me nice. You know I'm an Eastside, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, bet. Put a ribbon on it. Real, never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, and still that way. Broad day, live that way, that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, and it's still that way. Still that way, still that way, still that way.
Another day, another dollar. What's that? I be stunting like a big timer. What's that? Another night. What's that? She give you drama. What's that? If you see me, just give me a holler. What's that? You need motion, I got all kinds of. What's that?